CC615 Cloud Infrastructure class, Week 3, Storage, Part 2. Block storage in the cloud. Storage area network-based block storage. Cloud vendors offer access to SAN-based block storage. Such storage can be provisioned independently of virtual servers and come in a variety of sizes. Most vendors also offer various types which differ in access speed and are suitable for different kinds of workloads. For block storage to be usable for a cloud server, the server has to carry out some initialization operations, which may differ depending on the server's operating system. The block storage has to be attached to the server. If attached for the first time, partitions have to be created and formatted if needed. Then the file system has to be created, and it has to be mounted to a location in the server's file system to be accessible. One big advantage of SAN-based block storage is that it survives server stopping and relocating. After the restart, it can be reattached to the server. It can also be attached to other servers, but only one server at a time. The speed of block storage devices is expressed in IOPS, which stands for Input-Output Operations per Second. IOPS depend on the speed of the storage area network and or the storage media type. Solid-state devices are faster but more expensive than traditional hard drives. IOPS numbers range from hundreds to many thousands operations per second. Size of block storage allocations can go up to tens of terabytes or more. 1 terabyte is 1000 gigabytes. And new models go up in size and speed all the time. See the link provided for an overview of Elastic Block Storage offering of Amazon Web Services. Snapshots and backup. Customers can take snapshots of their block storage device content and back them up to less expensive storage if needed. Backups can be restored into different block storage volumes in the same or different data center locations. In addition to multiple block storage types, sizes and speeds, many vendors offer replication of block storage in multiple data centers and geographical regions, ensuring high availability of stored data. Also, data can be encrypted, both at rest and in transit, providing for increased data security. File storage in the cloud. Network-attached storage-based file storage. In addition to SAN-based block storage, most cloud vendors offer network-attached or NAS storage devices available to servers as file systems without the need for creation of partitions and then file systems within those partitions. Only mounting of the file storage to a point in the server's file system is required. Again, all kinds of sizes and types are offered. One advantage of file storage is that it can be shared among multiple servers, each possibly running different operating systems. By using file storage, corporate file servers and repositories can be easily moved to the cloud. See the attached link for an overview of file storage offering of Microsoft Azure. Cloud Object Storage. Object storage structure. Object storage is a newer type of storage best suited for storing large amounts of data that is unstructured, meaning it is not composed of records suitable to be stored in a database. Such data objects are often called blobs, which stands for Binary Large Data Objects. Images and other media files like music and video, backups, server images, logs, etc. are suitable for storage in blobs. Even though blobs can be stored in any storage, and some vendors make several types of blob storage available, the emergence of Internet allowed blobs to be stored and accessed remotely, and this is what is commonly referred to as object storage. Objects are composed of the data and also some metadata, which is data about data, attached to it, which allows for object identification and searches. They can be stored in object store containers. Those are not to be confused with compute containers. Object storage containers cannot form hierarchies as file folders do. There can be only one level of them. One can characterize object storage as one-level deep Internet file system for blobs. Because objects are usually created programmatically in software, one creates and accesses them mainly through programmatic interfaces or APIs, application programming interfaces. More on those in later weeks, rather than graphical user interfaces intended for use by humans. Some vendors provide two levels of object storage, with faster local one intended for storage of machine images and snapshots, and slower ones suitable for backups and archiving. Amazon Web Services object storage offering is called Simple Storage Service, or S3. See the link provided for more information. Microsoft Azure calls it Blob Storage. See this link for more information about it. Object storage advantages and disadvantages. Vendors implementing object storage take measures to make it failure-tolerant and highly scalable. Objects can be replicated both within a data center and all around the globe, and their management can also be replicated to eliminate single points of failure. The storage capacity to store objects can be scaled up horizontally on demand, making it virtually unlimited. Local physical or network connections tend to have very fast access and data transaction times, measured in milliseconds or less. When using object storage, users can expect to compromise speed to become equivalent to an internet speed magnitudes, up to seconds. Instead of achieving data consistency immediately, it will be done with some delay. Object storage vendors call it eventual consistency. This is okay for many of today's large-scale social apps like Facebook or Spotify. It may take some time till the read or write operation completes, which is acceptable for blogs and photos. But object storage is not well suited for applications which demand fast access and immediate data consistency, like financial or other commercial transactions. Content Delivery Network. Cloud object storage is often used in conjunction with Content Delivery Network, or CDN. CDN replicates data into multiple geographical locations, extending beyond cloud providers' data centers. It allows for fast access to the data from various locations across the globe. Media content is often delivered for mobile and cloud applications via CDN, and because it is unstructured data, CDN vendors may use object storage to store and retrieve it. See the link provided for more information. Cloud vendors often outsource CDN services to third-party specialized CDN providers. In summary, this week we talked about storage types and protocols, defining block storage, file storage, and object storage. Next, we talked about direct attached storage in the cloud for servers, containers, and serverless compute. Then, we covered SAN-based block storage in the cloud, used among other things for snapshots and backups, network-attached storage-based file storage, and also cloud object storage, talking about its structure, advantages and disadvantages, and how it can work with content delivery networks.